This film is part of a series looking at the compatibility of Lenz Digital Plus Locomotive decoders with other DCC mates and systems. In this case we have Bachmann's little EZ Command. Well, this is about as basic as you get, but fundamentally it does the job. It drives 9 locos. With DCC. This is with a Lenz Silver 21 decoder. It's a Bachmann model, so it has a 21-pin decoder socket or interface. The beauty of the Lenz decoders is that they have low speed running. So they're beautifully smooth. I'm going to look at 2 of the more commonly used decoders in 00. So this is the Lenz 10321 Silver 21. This is the actual socket on this side. And you'll see that there's 21 pins. There's a key pin there which helps locate it so it's difficult to put in the wrong way around. The other useful feature is that there's no trailing wires, so this just sits in the loco and it's nice and stable and it's not going to float around within the loco. Commonly used in Bachmann locos, so this is one of the new Bachmann C1 Atlantics. And we see in the tender, there's 2 screws at the back here which I've just undone, and the tender actually comes off relatively easily on this one. And here is the interface. So at the moment it's got the blanking plug in it for standard 12 volt DC. They are a tight fit, so it is worth just being gentle with them. I find a pair of tweezers actually quite useful, and we'll just ease the interface up. That's it. So that's the blanking plug, which we'll keep if we want to convert the loco back to analog. And here's the chip. Located the missing pin, so that lines up there. And in the case of Bachmann locos, it's designed so that the socket will come up through the decoder board into the black plug. Some locos, they put them in the other way round, so you just have to be aware of that. And that's it installed. So from the factory, all Lenz decoders are delivered on address 3. So here we are. There we are. Now it's an important feature to know that you can only have 9 addresses on this system. If you don't know the address on a loco, it is difficult to get it changed, so make sure that when you purchase a loco you know what address it's set on already. So I'm going to change the address on this loco to number 2. So to do that we will hold number 3, press stop and then release. Light here flashes, move to number 2, you see a little bit of a response from the loco. Press stop again so the light now comes back steady, and we're now on number 2. If we go to number 3, we've got no control. So there we are, that's the address changed. Now with 2 locos with decoders, let's start them going. Got beautiful slow running characteristics, and they're really controllable. With the factory settings, the inertia is just fine for this. This loco has the other more commonly used interface in it. So it's an 8-pin socket. Again, the pins are defined by an international standard. So I'm going to fit in 10231, and it's a Lenz standard plus. Here's the decoder, and this decoder comes with a wire, so it allows you to put the decoder elsewhere in the loco, depending on where they've left space within the body. Now on this particular loco we have a mark for pin 1, which I think is here, and pin 1 on a decoder is the orange cable. Let's line it up properly. And that's in there. Now it's worth securing the decoder first before you put it on the track to test it. Ideally you don't want to get it shorted out in any way. That's where the 21 pin has an advantage, in that it doesn't have that ability to float around. So we're just going to secure it on there for the moment. This isn't best practice. It is much better to get the loco entirely rebuilt again and get everything tucked away. But I wanted to show how the decoder and the motor interact. So this, again, it's a brand new decoder, so the factory setting is address 3. And there we are. So to change the address, first you must go to the address it's currently on, in this case 3, and move the loco a bit so that it then is in communication, and press and hold that number, then the stop button, and then release, and the light here will start flashing. And then we're going to change this to number 1, and again you see the response there as it sends the information across the decoder, and we press stop again and we'll go back to operations mode. So there we are. We are now on address 1. Okay. Through the magic of film, the loco is now rebuilt. So here we are. Again, we can drive nice and slowly. And we have some nice controllable characteristics straight from the box. Getting nice and close now, and there we go. The minimum speed is more set by the mechanics of the loco, so the minimum voltage that the motor will turn at, and obviously the resistance of the gearbox and drivetrain. Lenz decoders are really easy to use. They're fully DCC NMRA compliant, so they comply completely with the international standards. They fit locos from Bachmann, Hornby, Dapol, Heljan, and I say that the quality of the running is superb. The quality of the newer locos is also to a high standard, so it is worth giving them a decoder that flatters that, which is controllable and smooth running, accelerates nicely. The last bit is just a thank you to the National Railway Museum for commissioning these rather beautiful models. The pre-grouping liveries are so intricate, and it's unlikely that we'll see them done again. This is the Great Central Director, as it became LNER D11, and the model by Bachmann there. Lovely smooth runner. I know it's going to spend most of its life in my cabinet, but at least I know it works. And the Great Northern Atlantic here is the LNER Class C1. Again, another beautifully rendered livery and smooth running model.